Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Welcome back, friends, foes, pimps, and hoes. It's the You're an Idiot podcast. I'm Alex Drago with my fat co-host, Jeffrey Asmith.
Young Drago spitting some bars up front.
Here I am, folks. Don't forget it. I can rap a little. That's my
Young
new
War
thing.
Crime.
Yeah.
That'd be a good name.
Yeah.
Young Srebrenica.
Young Srebrenica. Yeah.
Is that how you say it? That's where they dumped all the Bosnian bodies in 1992.
Young genocide.
We will avenge them one day.
There we go.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Goof. How you doing, brother?
Good, folks. Good. Folks, we're going to start off on a somber note. R.I.P. to our good friend and comedian, Ken Flores, Chicago legend.
Pour one out.
One of the funniest guys. He was already quite famous, but he was going to be one of the greats. Unfortunately, passed away at a young age last week, folks. So you have anything to Drago told me not to open on this because he said, I don't like sentimental stuff.
Well,
I don't know what I'm going to say.
I don't want to peel back the curtain too much there, but I was a little worried that Jeff wouldn't pull off the. I didn't think you were going to make it that.
You thought I was going to riff? You thought I was going to riff?
I don't know. I thought your tiz would take over you, and you'd just be like, "R.I.P. Ken." And the Luka trade.
Oh yeah, you're the man of so many words. Oh my
folks,
God.
I did a show at the Laugh Factory when a young Ken Flores was probably maybe 2 years in, and Curtis the booker gave him a 5-minute guest spot. And
you had to follow Ken?
I had to follow.
Oh,
no, I went 2 after. But
oh my God.
He had a set that on a Saturday, 7 o'clock, the guy practically, in 5 minutes, he practically shook the room.
Yeah, he
I
was
have never seen
a charismatic performer,
someone
very
crush
funny.
5 minutes like that. And it was pretty clear that he was an unstoppable force.
He was
from
gonna,
that moment on.
Look up his YouTube, look up his Instagram, folks. A legend. Gone too early. R.I.P. to Ken.
He was sweet.
I think
as
we
pie,
just mentioned
too.
him on the podcast in the last 2 episodes. Listeners, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty
we've
sure
talked
we
about him
did.
a few times.
We've talked about him before. He wanted to do the potty, so when he was in New York, he was going to do it. He was always very kind to me. Nice guy. He was a class act.
A hilarious.
Why was it Ken and not Amy Schumer?
Right.
Why was it Ken and not the Chicago comic we always tangentially relate to on here that we don't name?
Yes.
Who is evil?
Yes.
Why was it not one of the evil people?
It should have. It's
Always the good people, folks.
and
Only the good die
He was
young.
always so nice, man. Such a nice guy.
Truly a kind man, a big soul. Well, now we're going to have fun, but we had to open with that, folks.
Yes.
It was only right. You have to pay respects to those that have lost.
R.I.P. to a great one. But
I knew Drago wanted to open on the Luka Doncic trade, but I chose to go somber up top.
Let's just hold off on Luka for a second.
Okay. I know you want to talk about it.
I need a little foreplay before Luka.
Okay, yeah, I know. That was, you probably masturbated to the news. It came out at like 2 a.m.
You got to get me wet before we start talking.
I was with our friend Tucker Brookshire in Rochester, New York, and we were coming back to the hotel at like 2 a.m. and he just looks at his phone like, Luka was traded to the Lakers? We were like really high and drunk and kind of freaking out.
Yeah, it was. I found out when I was at Comedy on State in Madison, just looking at my phone at the bar. Definitely thought it was not real. I definitely thought it was fake. I am distraught. I feel awful for
He's
the
more
people.
distraught over that than...
Oh my God,
dude. You
what
pig.
The fuck,
you
dude?
pig. You pig. The things he attaches emotions to.
I feel worse for the people of Dallas than the people of DC recently. It's
oh yeah. We also kind of, some listeners were commenting, we were talking about plane crashes a lot last week, and then we might have played a part in these 2 pigeons falling from the sky.
Well, let's get to the plane crashes in a second.
Oh, okay, never mind. I guess the 60 dead can wait.
How much do you want to jump
what
around
is Drago?
here?
Oh no, let's tell a boring story about the road.
I can't talk about
he
Luka.
ordered a drink and they gave him 2.
I can't talk about Luka Doncic.
I thought you wanted to talk about the road. I heard from some birds in the wing.
What are we going to talk about?
Drago was in Madison, Wisconsin this weekend. Remember, folks, when Drago was with me in Madison, what was this, mid-October or so? Didn't hang out, was kind of a pill.
Mm-hmm.
Some would say he ruined the weekend. But this weekend, I was getting pictures of him at the bar, 2 a.m.,
Flipping
hearing
him off.
from all the managers like, oh, Drago's out drinking. He's doing great. He's the life of the party. He won't go home. He doesn't want to leave.
Stayed out till 4.
He
back
can't
to back
stop
nights,
hanging
much.
out. 4 in a row, 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Huh.
We were playing pool. We were playing Fleetwood Mac on the Woburn speaker.
How strange it is, folks.
We were partying hard.
How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Crushing the sets, having a great time. I mean, it was just Stu was a legend. Alec was a legend.
And when I was there, it hits 10:45. I gotta go home. I'm trying to go to bed. I'm dying. I have a terrible disease.
Like I walk in for the first time, all the bartenders were like, "How are you feeling this time?" And I was like, "Much better, thank you."
How interesting. Hope you had a good time, man. I really do.
It was unreal.
I couldn't have hoped for anything more for you.
Lucas bought me 3 or 4 meals. It was pretty unstoppable.
Well, I think, and in the Lucas case, he does come from generational wealth. So I think in that one, I think I don't have to live up to
Lucas
those.
bought me 1 meal.
I don't have to live up to those standards. I bought Tucker a meal this weekend.
Really?
I bought Tucker and the opener wings. Bought him wings and some beers.
Did you let him get a side of fries or?
No, we got 30 wings. We didn't need sides. We got 30 amazing buffalo wings. Gabriel's Gate, Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
Some top 5 wings all time.
Oh, dude, we went thrifting in Madison too. Got this?
Wow, another monochrome shirt.
You know it?
One color. What brand is that? Was that a Ralph Lauren or what is
Tommy
it?
Hill.
Oh, Tommy Hill.
Tommy Hill for the W.
Okay, yeah. Were the women on you like flies in Madison?
So it's getting interesting in Madison now, bro.
Because they're too young.
They are.
Yeah.
Babies.
Yeah. and Lucas,
beautiful babies.
Luka, Jesus Christ. You're not supposed to be like, I would fuck them if it was legal.
It's fun.
They're so sexy, but so off limits.
It also is legal, unfortunately. But no, that'd be a no.
And Lucas's crowd's very college agey as well.
So they're actually, I say 4 or 5 shows were unbeatably hot. They were really great. There was one Friday late where I think the first 3 rows, everyone looked like actual children. Like it was like, they were definitely like freshmen, sophomores, or whatever.
Dang. So they weren't even able to drink.
They were not,
Shirley Temple.
Definitely not. And also, that's where my age, like, I think like 23 and up, like I can really start to, but like these kids, like they've clearly, I think a lot of them had never been to a show before. Sure. But like a lot of like half of your jokes, they're like, oh my God. You know,
they think you're offensive.
Right.
They're like, whoa, this guy's really edgy.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I do my Eskimo bro joke. They're like, what? Call the cops.
We like Shabuzi.
Yeah. But dude, yeah, that was one show where I was like, damn, like they were.
You bombed. Glad to hear it.
I had a pretty good set, but it just wasn't like a.
Did you take it out at any audience members like you do when you open for me?
I did not
yell at a blonde woman for whispering to her friend.
Kind of had a flawless weekend, actually.
It's interesting. Did any crowd work? You any crowd work up
Totally.
Huh. Okay.
Totally did some crowd work.
It's interesting how he changes. How he's a chameleon for the moment.
2.5 month sinus infection. Jeff just does not consider it. He didn't consider it, folks.
I've never had a sinus infection that made me do bad crowd work. I didn't know that was a symptom of a sinus infection. That if your sinuses are inflamed, you go, how'd you two meet? I don't remember that being a thing the doctor told me. Oh, yeah, if your sinuses are inflamed, you're going to ask a couple how they met.
So you've never done bad crowd work?
Never, not as a feature.
Yes.
Not as a feature. I never did crowd work as a feature.
It was 30 seconds of me just blanking because I was sick as a dog. I was sick as shit.
30 seconds can change history.
It didn't change the show at all. Oh, I do want to shout out the pod folks that came to Madison and to Des Moines. That was really cool. Thanks for saying what's up. Thank you for saying hi.
Yeah, you did Des Moines too. How was Des Moines?
Des Moines ripped.
Really?
Sick.
Wow.
Loved Des Moines.
At the Funny Bone?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I fucking loved it. I don't know which one it was, West Des Moines or Des Moines. I don't know which one it was, but it was fucking awesome.
Okay.
I love me a Funny Bone, dude.
Okay. There you go.
They're packed out.
Oh yeah, Lucas sells great tickets. Yeah,
I pointed out there's so much flannel in these Iowa rooms, man. These shows.
Iowa people they're holding on to fashion trends that have long passed the rest of America by.
Yeah,
and we love them for that. We love those old fashioned values they support in Iowa.
Yeah, they were good people though. Good people.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of white people this weekend, folks.
I mean, I can't lie and say my shows were diverse this weekend either.
Oh,
Rochester, New York, Buffalo, New York, pretty white too. It made me feel a little bad about what I'm doing, but it's not always like that. But this weekend was pretty.
It's pretty.
Pretty. It looked good out there. It looked like a damn blizzard in the crowd.
It was snowing in Rochester.
It actually was. There was a blizzard. It was beautiful. Rochester, New York. Underrated city. Didn't know it was as big as I was. I thought.
Really?
It's like 500,000 people. I had no idea. Had a great time.
It was cool to see Lucas get really into. He was like slowly, like every like 6 hours, being like, "Oh, Madison's like cool," and then another 6 being like,
Oh, he'd never been there?
No, and he's like, "Oh, Madison's like really cool." And Saturday, he's like, "This is like the best college town ever." And I'm like, "Brother, welcome." Oh, we went to the Short Stack.
Oh, okay.
God.
Kind of a mid breakfast spot, honestly, but I'm glad you enjoy. It's not bad, but
I mean,
I would have surprised he didn't reach out to the Badger legend for Rex, but I guess that's just how deep this friendship runs, folks.
I knew my spots.
That's
I knew
not
the spots.
that wouldn't be a top 5 rec in Madison to go to Short Stack. You go to Gray's.
No,
Everyone eats at Gray's in the morning.
I
You go to
thought,
the Old Fashioned.
I thought about we went to the Old Fashioned.
Coopers.
I thought about Mickey's. Oh, we went to the Tornado Room.
Tornado Room's legendary.
Because I mean, we never go there when you're there. When you
last time we couldn't go anywhere because you were dying in room 753. He was isolated, exiled, quarantined.
Never asked me if I needed anything. Didn't check in on me.
I never will.
It was tough, guys.
Life's lonely. How about you deal with it, brother?
It was tough, but Madison was a great weekend. Flight got delayed Monday. It's pretty much Des Moines. Oh, Des Moines. We get to the counter. This is Des Moines for it. Like it was. We walk up.
The counter of what?
Oh, at the hotel. So I walk up to the counter at the hotel. Lady, kind of a bigger gal. She goes
too big by your standards?
I wouldn't say too big.
No, just bigger.
But just big. But
just a different size.
Just an Iowa sized gal.
Just an Iowa gal.
I'm wearing my Carly Rae Jepsen hoodie. She goes,
lady of the curd.
She goes, "Oh, you like Carly Rae Jepsen, do you?" And I was just like, "Yeah, yeah, she's great. Do you like her?" And she goes, "No."
Wow.
I was
really?
like, yeah, she was just like,
if you met any woman who loved Carly Rae Jepsen, size wouldn't matter. You'd be all in.
I mean, it's just so classic that like some fucking like any Midwest person being like, "Oh, you're wearing a Carly Rae Jepsen shirt, you must be a total fucking flame." You know,
flame. What do you mean by flame?
Flamer.
What does that mean?
Like, you must
what word
be
are
gay.
you?
Like she was basically calling me gay. She was going like, "Oh, you like Carly Rae Jepsen, huh?" It's like she was calling me gay.
Yeah, and in your culture, you're heteronormative, you're toxic masculine basketball culture. That's the ultimate insult. She took you down.
She kind of fired me up.
She kind of got you. Yeah.
I started gritting my teeth.
And you know what? Maybe she was leading towards the truth a little bit.
5%.
You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him suck a dick.
Nope.
That's the old saying, isn't it, folks?
Yeah, I'll take my 5% to go, please.
Yeah, Drago, what do you see? You were in Madison. Have you been paying attention to what's happening in the world, Drago?
Brother,
Can we get an apology from Alex Dragovich when he said nothing would happen when Trump was president? Can we maybe get an apology to the people of America?
Gulf of America doesn't really swing me that hard.
Okay, well that wasn't really the thing I was talking about, but yeah. You don't even. He told me a couple weeks ago, folks. He messaged me. He's like, "I'm gonna try to read the news more. I'm gonna try to be up on the news."
Tariffs,
so tell us what's
tariffs on Mexico and Canada.
The Canada one has been delayed a month. I don't know. Actually, can you check, Connor, if the Mexico ones did go into effect yesterday?
My first question: what does Canada have that we want?
Syrup.
Okay.
They have technology.
I think they have.
They make a lot.
I think
they
actually have some
stuff.
crude ass oil.
They do have some oil. There is stuff, and also importing stuff there. It'll be affected. Also, we sell a lot of products to Canada. Oh, the Mexico ones were delayed a month as well. Okay, well that's good.
We do need Mexican stuff though. We need guac.
Yeah, and workers and stuff. Yeah.
So
they delayed it a month. Okay, so it might all just be a ploy. We'll see about that one.
I know the tariffs are going now at 25%.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet, but we'll see. Yeah,
that hurts. Don't love that. ICE is starting to mobilize.
They were in my neighborhood. They were going door to door.
Chilling.
In our neighborhood. And I
Yeah.
said, take me, brother. I want to go on a trip. Take me back to the German homeland. Take me back to my people.
They were in your hood, huh?
They didn't go to our house specifically, but there were video of them going to a lot of residences and dragging people out as they deserved.
Yeah.
These women and children screaming. They're screaming because they're guilty.
Yeah.
They know they did something wrong, and that's why they're crying and screaming to the Diablo, to God.
They haven't given back to
Diablo's
this country like they need to.
What's God in Spanish? Dios. They're crying to Dios. Yeah.
DS is 10.
Yes. Now we're just doing word association in Spanish.
DS is 10.
Yeah.
And
I actually thought you would be more up the big thing that happened. You don't know the big thing happening right now in the last like 24 hours, 36 hours. It's kind of the craziest. The Elon Musk thing. See, so you haven't even been trying to keep up with the news.
Bro, I'm going hard. Are you kidding me?
What's Elon Musk, like something truly insane is happening right now. Could be the death of America is happening at this moment.
I mean, the Luka trade was big. That like really fucked with me.
Do you
That's
not
like all I've
don't
been-
know that what the Elon the last 36, 48 hours?
Musky.
What's he up to?
What's Musk up to?
Huh?
I remember the Heil was last
The
week.
Heil was last week. That's old news. This is real.
He did something today or yesterday?
Yeah, I can't remember. It might have been on Sunday, but he's got like 6 or 8 guys locked in a room, and they have access to all of our social security numbers and all of the
is that
federal
it's like
data.
the kids that he hired, right?
Yeah, he has like these 6 to 8, like 20 to 25-year-old tech guys who are just going through and like changing everything.
These kids are like 19 years old.
Yeah, and they're just going through and they're just gonna like fire people, cut all the money, and it's gonna be like Elon Musk there's a coup happening right now. He's taking over our country right now.
Wait, these kids are gonna fire people?
They're gonna.
Can you
cut
look
all
this up,
these,
Connor?
Yeah,
Can you
Connor, look up. But this is what
Elon
I've
Musk
read.
children. Google
But
that.
it's not. They're not children. They have their names. They're all like DOGE employees.
They're engineers.
They're all like tech guys. They know code. They have access to all of our personal information right now.
I mean,
And I'm sure they'll only use it for good. That's never gone wrong before. I'm sure he only has the best intentions at heart.
I'm trying to think of like what could these kids even
They're gonna
do?
like gut a bunch of like federal agencies. They're gonna fire hundreds of thousands of federal employees. That's their plan. Yeah. Musk's secret Doge
Daily
squad,
Beast.
Doge goon squad, who are all under 26. Look at these guys. Those are the 6 guys.
I mean,
These fucking, look at those losers.
dude.
Oh my God. One Indian guy, an Asian guy, traitors. Guy in the lower left. I was hotter than him at age 23.
Indian guy is cute.
Indian guy is the best looking of the bunch.
Top right.
Guy in the
right.
top-
He's got to grow into his body. It looks
Top
like.
right, he has that dumbass TikTok haircut where you got a rug on your head. I hate that. Can you go down? What are they doing exactly?
Looks like the Asian dude's balding.
One is a 19-year-old college freshman and heir to a popcorn fortune. Incredible.
Good.
The world's richest man, last on X, the 6 young men. They now have access to the Treasury Department's payment system. Okay, you have committed a crime. Shall I put what? Appeared to soften his stance. Oh, he wanted to sue people because they identified the people. The thing about Elon is he's always like, everyone's offended easily, and then he threatens to sue people every other hour. He's such a thin-skinned little bitch. Media reports saying that Doge has some of the world's best software engineers are in fact true. So he's got like the best guys who are like know all about code, and they have access to all the information on how every government employee is paid.
And they're also under 26.
And they're not, they don't, oh my God, they're all very young. This is truly insane.
Is there an example?
They
of,
have no,
of
they're
a
not elected officials also, which is it's all illegal. I mean, it's all like against the Constitution.
Yeah.
All 6 desperately try to cover their digital tracks, deleting all of their social media. I mean, this is brutal. A guy who went to University of Nebraska without graduating? Come on.
We can get a better guy.
Oh
than
my
that.
God, brutal.
I guess what else are you gonna do out in the
we don't really know what's
cornfields?
happened exactly, but it's going to be, I foresee it going very poorly.
I
These guys
mean,
are such losers. Elon Musk is such a petulant. It's like a 14-year-old kid. Everything he does is like, when I was 14, I'm like, you don't want me to say that? Well, I'm going to say it.
Mm.
You want me to do that, Mom? Well, I'm going to do it.
You don't think I can heil?
Yeah, yeah. You don't think I can do the Nazi salute? I'm going to freaking do it, you dumb bitch. His
Yeah.
entire thing is just like a 14-year-old troll. It's so embarrassing.
You got a kid from Northeastern, a kid from Harvard.
Yeah, it ain't good. It ain't good.
I don't know what these kids are gonna do.
They haven't done anything
This is
yet.
so. This is the thing you're saying, that the world is over now.
It's the world is hanging in a balance. If they don't stop, I mean, they could take over the whole country right
Did you
now.
see the CDC stuff too?
those
Well,
kids.
oh yeah, the CDC, they're like deleting all this information on the websites about gay people, about trans people. They're like deleting every mention of gay and trans people and like certain diseases off the government websites,
Ooh.
like AIDS information and like
Mm.
COVID stuff. They're like changing completely how they didn't what the CDC can't report like bird flu stuff anymore. Like they can't report medical stuff to the public. They have to ask the government first before they release information.
Why?
Because they want to control every piece of information.
You're just rewriting the narratives.
Yeah, they're rewriting the narrative. Yeah, they want to control all the medical data. Trump administration purges websites across federal health agencies. Not good. Yeah, you can't even look for LGBTQ health on the website.
Wow.
It's crazy. But Drago promised nothing would happen, folks.
Listen,
It's
guys.
no big deal.
His press secretary would. Next question. But
Yeah.
guys, I mean, Gulf of America, that's kind of lame.
And they got rid of DEI across the entire federal government. Drago likes that.
Target also came out saying they're done with DEI.
I know Target did. Most companies did. They're all such fucking cowards. They're
How
such
do you just
fucking cowards.
fully say
Basic information about how to get tested for HIV taken off the website. Yeah, not good.
so? Last year we needed
any
DEI,
mention-
and this year we don't. I don't get that.
What last year? What?
Like, it's like essentially they're saying like we're cutting off DEI, but it's like
Yeah, because they think it's
so minorities
woke.
needed help last year, but minorities don't need help now.
Well, that was because Democrats were in control last year. But yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, it's almost like it was on their platform and Drago did nothing.
I watched. I hung out.
Drago watched.
I didn't know that.
Drago is so Switzerland. He's so
I didn't think
Switzerland.
that DEI was gonna get toyed with like
They
this.
they
but-
pulled down a website that houses data on monitoring health among high schoolers. Oh, okay. Anything about it's a good way for the nation to understand adolescent health. That's no big deal. Those kids aren't going to grow up to be that old anyways. But I mean, they're not going to be adults. So that I'm actually fine with. Yeah, they're basically just like, and RFK. I mean, RFK has lost his fucking mind. I do love RFK because
is he getting in?
yeah, he'll be appointed. It'll just they're not gonna the hearings make him look like an idiot, but it doesn't matter. But he's like RFK is so funny because he'll like start a sentence being like, "Oh, I kind of agree with that," and then it like just veers off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He'll be like, we need to take the chemicals out of food, and you're like, "Oh, okay." And then he's like, we need to put the chemicals in black people. They don't have enough chemicals in them. White people have too many chemicals. Black people, not enough chemicals. You're like, damn it. If you would have just stopped after one sentence.
Do you see the clip where he said that healthcare wasn't a basic human right? Did
Ooh,
you see that?
I didn't even see that. So you
That's
can't even
dumb.
keep up with all this stuff. It's impossible. It's almost impossible to make fun of. It's just kind of
Yes.
brutal.
He's like, I think, because Bernie was not interrogating him, but whatever, questioning
Kind of,
him.
yeah.
Bernie was questioning him, and and they said he was like, so this is a human right, but healthcare is not. His thing was like healthcare was not a human right because healthcare like costs money, so it's not a human right.
Right.
He goes,
okay.
yeah, it was
Said from a guy who comes from generational wealth and has never had to really work a day in his life. It's always interesting. But, it's not good is what I'm saying. I don't really think this stuff is that funny. I don't really want to talk about it anymore. I just want you to know you were wrong. I just want you to know you were wrong. I can't even, it's like, it's very scary.
I
Very
think
scary.
that potentially something bad could be on the horizon.
Huh. The thousands of immigrants who have already been flown out of the country, not a big deal to Drago.
That is bad. ICE stuff, bad.
ICE.
I get it.
No, folks. I've
The
read a lot of
DOGE
history. Mass deportation is always a sign of good things to come.
The DOGE boys, we're gonna keep
The
our eye.
moment armed men start dragging out women and children, that's when you know good things are around the corner. That's when every dynasty of every golden age always begins with women and children screaming in the street.
Right. Anything's possible,
And
really.
when they take away your freedom, it's actually to give you more freedom down the line.
a
That's, of course-
setback is a setup for a comeback.
Yes, yes.
Think about that.
It's always darkest right before the dawn, isn't it, folks?
It is.
Yes.
So right now, if there's all this, people are getting deported, then they might come back.
Yeah, it also means the basketball courts might not be as busy around Bushwick this summer. So
Oh,
maybe
right.
we can get some hoops in.
I mean,
Yeah.
those are crowded.
There was a
usually,
lot
so
of Hispanic kids playing there, and now a few of them will be gone. And
I might
guess,
just tweet at ICE midday. Hey, it's getting a little.
Can we get the Kosciuszko court opened up?
Yeah.
Don't deport him, but just put him in a cell for an afternoon.
Maria Hernandez Park is looking pretty Hernandez-y right now.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
Oh, he went too far, folks.
Yeah. I went too far.
Yeah, how about we change it back to the old Polish name it used to be? Yeah, Maria Pachakowski Park. Yeah,
Because
Greg would
your
like
street,
that.
your street's got to be Polish.
yes, Kosciuszko. Yeah, it's one of the most Polish words of all time.
Yeah.
I have to write this in Kosciuszko. I have to
Ugh.
write it all the time.
Yikes.
No one knows how to say it. The Polish, they need to learn how to spell better. Same with the Balkan people.
Yeah.
I don't mind them as people, but the way you use the English language is a little much for me. That's what I'll say.
You don't mind the Balkans.
I don't mind them. I just don't like how you spell shit and the little stuff you put above the letters.
Mhm.
Speak English or don't, or invent your own system of writing. Don't use ours.
Gulf of America.
Gulf of America.
Do it.
Yes.
Do you want to talk plane crashes at all? Do you want to talk
Sure.
Luka?
Well,
at all?
also that the plane shit. Yeah. What do you think? I'm scared to fly. I'm actually terrified.
Didn't he fire someone too right before?
He
Fired
He
they-
cut
the-
spending, right?
Well, he fired thousands of air traffic controllers, and then Elon Musk forced the FAA guy to quit because he was gonna fine whatever that X space or whatever Elon has like $1 million because they were like not following any safety regulations. So he said he was woke and had to leave.
Oh, SpaceX?
Yeah, SpaceX. That's what it was. Yeah,
And that was all right before.
and that was literally like days before. And now the guy they've hired is like, he was on The Real World. He's like,
no way.
he started on some MTV show. He like has no idea what he's doing.
Jesus.
There's going to be a lot of plane crashes. I've been reading some stuff from the air traffic controllers. They said it's like going to be chaos.
What?
The guy, the day
Yeah.
the first crash, one of the people who's supposed to be up there just left early.
Yeah, because they're so overworked they don't want to be there anymore. It's like so stressful.
Yeah, they're supposed to have 2 people in the booth, and it was just one. So
Yeah. And then the other one in Philly, they're just like, they lost the plane. They like were over the thing, like, we don't know where this plane is. And then it just hit a neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah. Cause they're like gutting a lot of the smaller airports won't have air traffic controllers now. There's one, so there's like the San Francisco airport, and then there's one like 10 miles away, and they don't have air traffic control. So all these planes will just be flying in blind right by one of the world's busiest airports. It's going to be really bad. I'm trying to take the train as much as I can.
Yeah, I mean,
But fortunately, we didn't build this country quite correctly, so
yeah,
it's not possible.
I mean, the planes, I don't know why. My therapist tells me you're the captain of your own ship in terms regarding anxiety. So
Right. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I try to believe that.
Sure. Okay.
Sometimes it's a mind over matter thing.
But if the plane crashes, it doesn't matter how anxious you are. You will.
Doesn't matter.
Unfortunately, your memories will be extinguished from this earth.
Yes.
Yes. But I guess you're the captain of that ship.
I'm the captain of that ship until it goes
Anxiety
down.
isn't always a bad thing.
No.
There's some moments where anxiety can be good.
I don't know. So you've been reading up a lot on the air traffic control stuff.
Oh, I mean, a little bit. A decent amount. Yeah.
You think it's going to be that? You think it's going to be that bad?
I think it could if they don't. Yeah. Yeah. It could
Safest way to fly.
What?
Safest way to travel, right?
Flying is the safest, or was, but I mean, do you see the pictures of DC where there was like the hulking ruins? It was on fire, and there were just planes flying over it. Business keeps on moving.
I got to see
folks.
2 more crashes. That's my.
The other one in Philly was a small private plane, and it was 6 Mexican people. So actually, it was ICE doing its job. Thank you.
I
Thank
shot
you.
it down.
They maybe shot it down, possibly.
Yeah, it's
Not good.
Oh, you would have. I don't know if you would have liked this or not, but on my flight to Madison, lady was coughing right behind me.
Yeah. Would you tell her to
kept coughing.
stop?
Put a mask on.
I'm wearing a mask on a plane every time.
I asked the
You
flight
can't-
attendant for a mask. All these Midwest sixes were looking at me like, look at this.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
gay
but we'll be
boy.
here long after you are. We'll live like 3 to 5 months longer than you once
Look
the
at this.
apocalypse
Look at
starts.
this New York pussy.
Oh, I'm wearing I ordered 60 N95 masks. I'm ready. It's coming. What's that other one called, Connor? MMPR or what's that? What's it called? It's not MMPR, but there's that other disease coming soon, folks. COVID dropping a new one.
Really?
Well, it's not COVID, but it's a similar respiratory thing. Yeah. And
Good.
avian flu. If the bird flu jumps to humans, it's all over. That will be the end of humanity.
Hasn't avian flu been around for a minute?
But it doesn't jump to humans in a great. Yeah, what's this? RHMPV. That's the stuff. You got to look up that one. This is Yeah. Look, I'm gonna do more research on that later.
Yeah.
But
Wait, I thought they had that under control.
yeah, it seems like it's kind of popping off in Europe and China, but fuck them, America. #1 in freedom, #1 in respiratory health.
Well, this has been one of the most negative podcasts.
Oh, it's just what's happening in the world
of all time.
It's like
dude.
one of the darkest times in American history right now. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, but it's always darkest before the dawn.
What was that New York Times article that was written? It was just don't believe him. This is what he does, right? I think that was the thesis of it. It was like
What?
Trump just kind of causes chaos and like he puts people in a panic, but things settle. That was kind of the
British people have been encouraged to wear masks to reduce the spread of HMPV. Cases of HMPV have been surging in China. Positivity has increased to 4.9%. Okay. Similar. Okay. It doesn't seem like the good thing is it's not incredibly serious, but it also people who are at risk already. Yeah, not good. Not good. But I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Drago says it's fine.
Trump causes chaos. You guys can look this up on
So
the New
what
York,
the
New York
article
Times.
is you can the New York Times is absolute trash.
I think they're great.
Neoliberal rag. Neoliberal. They're like the people who are like, yeah, it's okay to kill Gazans as long as they're not gay. Like that's like the New York Times shit. New York
Right.
Times is absolute trash.
Don't totally disagree. But
Incredible. Well, let's move. What did you want to say about the plane crashes? You brought it up.
no, I just wanted your take. I want to see how
so
serious.
your idea of researching the news is just to ask me what I think about it?
No, I knew what was going on.
What was your take? What's your thought on it?
My take?
You don't
is
get.
that
You're
I
not
still,
scared at all.
So far, I still trust it.
Okay.
It
good.
seems like what I think is that like when shit like this goes down, I think there's going to be a like hyper overcorrection in terms of the safety. These companies need their
But they
business.
haven't done anything.
Their businesses too. Well, I mean, my plane in particular.
Businesses are people. You heard it here first, Alex Dragovich. In this time when 70 people are dead, we got to think of Delta's bottom line.
No, that's
It's
what they're
important to think
That's
about.
what they're thinking about.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah. So
Delta's-
you're saying, but through their greed, they'll actually make us safer.
I think that's the big.
I
yeah.
don't think they give a shit if
No,
a plane
every
crashes every once in a while.
All the whatever the big airlines, they know one accident. Like I bet American Airlines, I bet their stock, I bet their
Was that the
ticket
plane
sales,
that crashed? Was it American?
yeah, I bet it all. I bet that plummeted 150%.
And it was coming from Wichita. I mean, they just got the miracle of flight.
just got
That's
it.
the last time we ain't getting that metal bird again.
Those people were so excited
They were
to
so,
be
oh
up,
my
up in
gosh,
the
we're
air.
really doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing it, kids.
Those people
We're going to DC. We're going to see the Holocaust Museum.
they couldn't believe it.
We're going to see where they made up that shit.
they were finally on the East Coast.
They're finally going on a trip.
But yeah, I think
Going to
it's
see
that.
their first black person in DC. Boeing shares fell on Monday, a day after the crash. A widely used model that is a staple of low-cost airlines. Oh, that was after the South Korea plane crash. Incredible. Yeah, I don't actually know much about the South Korea plane crash. I don't know why that one crashed. Can you look that up, Connor? What it was? I don't think that was in South Korea, so our hands are clean.
Yeah, it's a New
Yeah.
York Times, but we don't have a subscription. Let me look it up for you though.
Oh yeah. Drago,
Yeah.
what else you got?
I always get weary like when Asians mess up like that. They're the smartest folks.
Right. If
you
the
know?
Asians are falling out of the sky, who knows what's going to happen with these DEI pilots?
anything,
My God.
anything can
These black
happen.
pilots thinking about their big cock more than they are about their big cockpit. Am I right?
You
They
ain't
don't know how
lying.
to fly. And the whole anti-DEI thing's so embarrassing. So Airbus on. Oh, it caught on fire. Oh, dang.
This is an article from 6 days ago. So I don't know
Oh,
if
that was
it's the same
another. That was
thing.
another plane. Okay. Now I'm just maybe canceling my shows in Cincinnati this weekend. I'm so terrified of the flight. I'm so scared. I'm not happy about it.
What kind of flight you taking? Delta?
Always Delta. Yeah, Delta to Columbus.
Those guys flew in the Air Force. They're 30-year Air Force guys. Like,
It doesn't matter if a
you're-
helicopter runs into you. That's how the pilot of the plane did nothing wrong. It was the helicopter guy who fucked up.
Sometimes the helicopter gets in the way, but
It was the damn military. It was. They were doing some training exercise.
really,
Yeah, they were just like fucking around with their $8 billion helicopter. Yeah.
that sucks.
That was our tax dollars at work. It's good.
Well, I'm sorry you're afraid to go to Cincy, but you're gonna have a good time at Go Bananas.
No, I'm doing the funny bone. I'm angry about it.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm not
Funny
happy about it. My agent made me do the corporate club. Not happy about it, Benjamin.
yeah.
Not happy.
He made you go corporate.
I had to go corporate. I'm trying to not do that in the fall. Next tour, no corporate clubs.
All rocks.
Moving away.
Kids are rocks.
Try as best I can at least.
I do want to. I mean, do you have a take on the Luka trade? Do you have any thoughts?
What about you, Drag? Listeners, if you don't know, Luka Doncic, star of the Dallas Mavericks, traded to the Los Angeles Lakers.
A Yugoslavian man.
A Slovenian man, a fat legend, a thick boy who could shoot a three and
Mhm.
dribble between his legs, do a little alley oop every now and then. It's incredible. It's a hero for every beer bellied Midwestern drinking man.
Yeah,
And he was
it's-
traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm sure they'll make him take Ozempic in that liberal hellhole.
It's one of the saddest things that's happened in the NBA in a long time. It's
You
one
were
of the
about to say your
shittiest
life. You were
in-
about. You
in-
thought about
in
it.
Probably in my life.
Yeah.
It's really.
It hit him worse
it's-
than the death of Ken.
It did not. It did not.
Okay. Okay.
Jesus.
Uh-huh.
But it was well, because like, the thing about this is, man, like Luka to Dallas, it's like even if Dallas wins, like he's an icon.
He was their next hope. He was the new Dirk. Yeah, Dallas
Yeah.
really likes a European star.
Even if
What is it about
Dallas
that?
wins a chip, like with like Kyrie or AD, it's like Luka's still not there.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
won't
it's
mean
like-
as much.
It means, and like for the next 10 years, you'd rather like be in contention with this guy. You know, I was listening to like the Russillo pod, like, you know, people, you know, saying like people name their dogs Luka in Dallas. Like this is like a
Right.
whole, this guy, like he means so much
He
to
did
the
a lot of
city.
research on this, but had no idea Elon Musk controlled all of our social security data.
I knew about the Doge boys.
Oh, uh-huh.
I knew about the Doge boys.
Uh-huh.
What?
I think we roll the tape. I believe when I talked about it, you had no idea what
I was like,
said.
what's the big deal?
Oh.
They haven't done anything yet. Are you
Oh,
crazy,
my
dude?
God.
You're insane.
You think they're just going in there playing solitaire on the computers?
Like, then how about we have a fucking update for 30 minutes every single pod going about every little minute detail that the government makes? You're gonna go, oh, this is gonna be the end of the world. this is gonna be
Drago
the end
says,
of the
don't
world.
worry. Don't worry. We don't
Oh,
even know
yeah.
what they're doing at those camps
Yeah,
yet.
oh yeah, this is
Not a
all.
big deal.
Yeah. There's six engineers who are like whatever, fucking around with some bullshit.
Drago in 1937. Oh, they sent some Jews on vacation. What's the big deal? We don't know what's happened yet.
Some
I haven't heard any info yet. It could be bad.
Some really smart people have denied the Holocaust.
Jesus. Well, there goes the monetization. Bye. There goes the $8 a week we make monetizing.
I'm
this.
just saying these kids haven't done anything yet, so you're just like,
You think they're
fucking-
just in there like, I'm gonna make the background something crazy.
I mean, maybe
the
they're
screensaver.
alphabetizing.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't think it was alphabetized yet?
I don't think so. I think that they're getting everything in order. They're crossing T's. They're dotting I's.
We're gonna add a Fortnite skin to every senator's picture. You think that's what they're doing?
I think they're they're doing theme.
Think they're just
music.
gonna go into our accounts and add money? Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna make us richer.
I don't think it's gonna. And listen, if something comes out and you're right about it, but
It's
I mean,
out. It's happening right now.
Well, okay,
Right now, they're doing it literally right now. Click, click, clack.
They're
clack.
messing around.
You think they're just goofing?
They're doing research.
They're just trolling. You think?
They're 22. they're vaping and they're like fucking listening to tunes and they're just kind of they're
Yeah.
kind of looking around.
22-year-olds can't do anything wrong. They can't do anything.
These kids got good hearts. Man. You don't get it. You don't get it.
Incredible. Most of the pilots of 9/11 were young. Actually, I don't know about that. but young people can cause damage.
I just think that. So the ice stuff, I'll give.
You'll
I'll give
allow
you,
that that's bad.
I'll give you that. That is
Uh-huh.
bad.
Okay. Wow.
These Doge boys.
You heard it here first, folks. Mass deportation of innocent people, bad. Drago's come out and said that dragging Colombian women out of their homes that they bought is evil.
I want to put an addendum, or I kind of want to add some rules to this mass deportation. Here's my thing. My question is not if you're illegal, it's how illegal are you?
What's the difference?
I just feel like if you're like illegal here, but you're a good dude, then
so
you
that
should
makes
be
you
here.
legal?
That makes you legal.
What makes you a good dude?
I think if you're illegal here and if you came here illegally and then you still do illegal stuff, it's also bad, you know? But
But the Americans who commit crimes that are citizens, they should stay. It's okay for us to commit crimes.
I'm thinking sliding scale a little bit.
Right.
I'm thinking like if you're like a line, if you're like a line cook at like a restaurant, you're a pretty solid dude. I feel like you should stay.
Okay.
But if I'm trying to think.
Yeah, what should kick someone out of the country? What should ruin a child's life, Drago?
Keep the kids.
Without their parents. That's always good.
I'll take a couple.
Drago will take them in.
Okay, so
Send all the Haitian orphans to Drago's 2-bedroom apartment.
everyone
Hey, Dan Carney, we got a couple of kids from Port-au-Prince.
Everyone in Bushwick, 25 to 35, that's like aimlessly, chasing an artistic dream, you get a kid.
Yeah, if you're living with your significant other for more than a year and you haven't married and you're just like, I don't know if we want to have kids, you got to take in an orphan.
Yeah.
That could be fine.
And
that could be good.
The police officer shows up to the door and be like, his dad was illegal, but he was a bad illegal. He was like not a cool illegal.
But his kid is a child.
His kid is automatically a good dude
who speaks no English, and you make about $1,200 a month. Here's a kid. Here's a kid. You're not gonna be able to go to Sweet Green anymore.
Oh damn!
Maybe
dude.
Drago will finally have merch on the road if he has a kid. Just
Bedbugs took my merch.
You didn't order more?
I'm actually emailing with the guy right now.
You didn't have merch in Madison?
Brutal.
Oh, money on the table.
I know.
You lost $500 probably.
Yeah, I would have cleaned up. I actually don't know.
L after L.
I also haven't asked Lucas how he feels about merch.
I think he'd be fine. He's a good man.
Yeah.
If you're a headliner and you don't let the openers sell merch, you're a bad person.
He does tip pretty damn well though. So it's
Uh-huh.
but in the future.
So Drago's doing well. So it sounds like you don't need a meal anymore.
I could probably take 1.5 kids.
Really?
I could probably have a kid and a half right now.
You'd be a brutal father.
Give me one kid.
I know where you come from. You live like this, but in northern suburbs of Chicago, I was raised differently.
Yeah.
You become your dad immediately.
Just speak English.
Speak English.
Speak English in this house.
You're gonna be a basketball player.
I'm having this kid just like film me and Dan doing sketches.
Yeah. You're gonna make content.
It's POV. It's POV.
You're a content
You're
mule.
not. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're not panning properly.
And the child's like, just deport me. I can't listen to them.
Juan,
riff.
you're not panning. Juan.
Wow.
Whatever his name is.
Juan.
I thought that was
Juan, yeah.
Oh, you just got to halt the riff when I fuck up.
I mean, it's sad what the bigotry this podcast has become. It's just sad to see the hatred in his eyes as he said Juan. I mean, he couldn't wait to say that. Oh,
I was going to go
my God.
Guillermo or Juan.
Oh, Guillermo. So you want a male child?
Maybe what would be?
I don't think you'd raise a woman. Well, what if you had a child and they came to you and said the mother's gone for whatever reason out of their life?
Yeah.
Your female daughter comes to you and says, "Daddy, I'm bleeding. What's going on, Dad?
I say,
what do I do?
You're having your period. 2, I have to get you tampons. 3, stay there.
Stay right there.
4,
How would you explain a period, Drago? What would you say is happening?
This is called a menstrual cycle.
Sure.
You're bleeding because now you can.
Because Eve ate the apple.
Yes. And now, technically, maybe not right now, but in like a month or two, you can probably have a baby if you need to.
Why would you mention that?
I feel like, doesn't she need to know?
So you're gonna wrap the period talk in with the sex talk right away.
Well, she can have. Well, by the
So
time.
when do women get their period? Like 10 or 11? You're gonna tell a 10-year-old you could have a kid in a couple of months. What do I care?
An 11-year-old knows that what it takes to have a kid.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What it takes?
An 11-year-old.
You think 11-year-olds mostly know what sex is?
Are
And
you
like
crazy?
how to have?
What kind of foo-foo la la land shit did you
I
grow up
didn't
into?
know what sex was when I was 11. Absolutely not.
What
I
did
maybe
you-
knew of the idea. I didn't know the exact mechanics of it.
6th grade. You didn't know what sex was?
I didn't know a penis went in a vagina and it came. I didn't know what cum was. How would
What?
they know?
What?
I didn't watch porn.
Yeah, but I didn't watch porn
Maybe
either.
in 8th grade, not 5th or 6th grade.
You had HBO.
No, we didn't. We didn't have cable, actually. My family was anti-cable until high school.
This
we were
explains
We
everything.
were off cable. We were off
This
cable.
explains memorizing all the capitals.
Oh, it explains being a full-rounded person, not hopped up on semen and vag juice. You sick
You didn't know a
pervert.
penis went into a V until you were 13?
14 or 15, probably.
I mean,
I admit I was probably a year or two after, but my friends did not know what sex was in 5th grade. There's no way.
5th, 6th grade, definitely.
They did not know. Our kids at our school were not having sex then.
You didn't need to have sex. I mean, we had the fucking internet. We had.
I wasn't Googling stuff like that. Maybe like 7th or 8th grade, I got in some of those AIM sex chat rooms.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was
I guess
in there.
like playing Super Smash with your boys wouldn't incite like a sexual talk.
We like had crushes, but I wasn't like I want to put my dick in her.
Yeah,
I was
you would-
like,
yeah, you
maybe we
wouldn't be
could
like-
hold hands and go to Valley Fair.
You're not gonna be like you're not gonna be like I want to bend over Princess Peach. You know, you're not gonna say that.
Peach had a donk.
But you wouldn't know. You wouldn't have known. Until
I didn't know
later.
that. I didn't know that. No.
Huh?
I knew I was attracted to Jasmine and the lady from the Road to El Dorado. That's the hottest cartoon lady of all time. The Road to El Dorado
15?
lady. What was her name? Chol or something? Yeah.
What
Put her on the screen, Connor. Put
Who
that
were
lady
you
from.
talking to?
My friends were nerds. I don't think most 11-year-olds know what sex is.
Well, I had an older brother.
Yeah,
Who
you had
am
an
I pulling
older.
up again?
The lady from El Dorado, or like the
I
Road
mean,
to El Dorado or something.
Anyone listening to this,
busty
you
babe.
have to chime in. Please, Patreon members, please comment.
When you were 10 or 11, you guys knew what sex was. And
11 for sure.
that was not my experience. I don't think it was the people I was hanging out with either.
Dog, that's crazy. That's
I don't-
crazy.
Oh yeah, there we go. That was the one.
That's the sauce.
That was the one that got me going. What was her name? Chell. Yeah,
Chell.
that was the big one. You never watched We watched the Road to El Dorado every time a substitute was in our class. It's insane what she's wearing. I mean, she's just like that's like what I look at on Instagram. That's
Yeah.
my Reels page
It's my
right there.
It's my suggested
Is
feed.
Chell, the lady doing a conga or some shit.
Wow.
Doing a little belly dancing.
Not
Chell could do
particularly
it.
my speed, but
Oh my God, he's in Asian persuasion only right now.
a match
No
with an
natives
Asian,
for you.
match with an Asian recently. I am so stoked.
Yeah, you should tell that to her. I'm so stoked. You're
I actually,
Asian.
bro, I went there. There was like a couple hours where I went on Hinge. I set it to East Asian.
Oh,
That felt weird. It was a lot of Asian
if that's
coming at me.
if that's what your dick's telling you, I don't think, as long as you don't fully fetishize it, I think it's fine. As long as you're not only using them for their sex and you're still
No,
allow
no,
other
no.
women into your radar.
No,
I think
this
it's
is
fine.
me. This is me growing.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah, I
I'm
think
growing.
so.
I'm
Have you
learning.
gone a date? Have you arranged a
Thursday?
rendezvous?
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
So
A
next-
night when most comics are doing sets.
So next
Thursday, probably my favorite night of the week to do comedy.
I wasn't. Unbooked that night.
He's
so
unbooked, yeah.
so we'll
but if
see.
something came up, he'd have to say no because he's
That's-
going on a date.
No, I would do the show.
Okay. Where are
If-
you guys going?
I'm not sure yet,
Huh.
but Thursday.
That's exciting.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good. She's Asian, folks. We're excited. Oh, I do
you
want.
going to mention that?
Huh?
So you're Asian, right?
Just want to be like.
She's like, no, I'm actually Colombian. Well, then what the fuck?
I actually
I'm done with this.
I noticed you immediately from across the bar.
You look like some of
Why?
those
You're
cartoons I
so
jack off to.
Asian.
Oh my god!
You're particularly.
Are you gonna
Asian,
try
so-
to suck up to her and mention I just started One Piece?
What's One Piece?
It's like the long anime series. It's like the longest running anime series.
I
God,
don't
you
know.
can't even riff with the guy. You say a reference. You don't even know the Asian culture. You're trying to dip your toes in.
You didn't know what sex was till you were 15 years old?
Yeah, but I know what a geisha is. Yeah.
I know what a geisha is.
What?
It's like a dress thing for women. It's like
No,
it's
it's
like a
like
robe.
an
It's like a
Asian
robe.
courtesan, like an Asian prostitute, kind of. Not fully.
I thought it was like a robe.
Memoirs of a Geisha.
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah,
wear
yeah.
those robes. They're not necessarily prostitutes, but
what is the robe?
I don't know what
called?
you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking
that
about.
they wear. I thought it
A
was
kimono?
Oh, that's a whiff.
Yeah, that was not even close.
Geisha, that's a kimono.
Yeah. Okay. We're learning. Don't say
Jamaica,
that.
Kimono. What's the
Kokomo.
Kokomo to kimono? Okay. So
Bro, that might have been the lowest moment in pod history right there.
no, you going
That's where I wanna go. Down to kimono. Oh, okay.
How kebab? I'll bring it back for any
How
of the real
kebab.
for any of the real ones.
How kebab.
How kebab? Oh, is it kebab or kebab?
I think kebab. Yeah, it was kebab. Yeah.
How
We were talking about-
kebab? How kebab?
We were
Okay.
talking about the holy stone of Islam. That's right.
Oh, another big thing. Trump not letting trans people in the military.
Oh, yeah.
And-
That one I
or
don't-
gay people. Gay people are out.
Is that true?
Trans
I
and
didn't
gay
see
people.
that. Could you look that up, Connor? I didn't see the gay people.
you didn't know
Well, we haven't confirmed it yet. I saw the trans. I don't think he banned gay people.
Brother, you're
He might
not
have, like-
reading like I am.
He might have banned like expressing it open. I mean, what's the test? How do you test? You show them a naked picture of Burt Reynolds and
Whatever
see what
gets
happens.
hard, gets
yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the test? I might fail it. Issues are to ban transgender troops from serving openly in the military. So they're still doing the don't ask, don't tell thing. You could technically. If you want to have a sex change or a social justice seminar, then you can do it somewhere else, but you're not going to do it in the Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, Space Force, or the United States Marines. Unbelievable. Radical gender ideology. The obsession with trans people has just gone too far. I don't quite understand. They've never affected my life in any way. I don't quite understand the obsession with them.
Strongest military on earth. I don't know.
Yes. I mean, if they want to
can't-
fight, I think one of the craziest things I learned recently, you don't have to be a citizen to join the army. A lot of like illegal immigrants join the army, and then when they get discharged, they deport a lot of them.
What?
You don't have to be a citizen to join the army. People from Colombia, Jamaica, Africa join the army all the time.
Weren't a lot of prisoners in the army in like World War II?
I don't know about that, but they sometimes they would give you the option to join the army or go to jail. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that happened a lot. Yeah. So it's interesting what we think immigrants can do and can't do. Yeah.
Wow.
They can die for our country, but they can't be a cook.
You can't even be a fucking. You can't become you can't be legal in after serving in the army. That's
They
crazy.
ruled this in the Supreme Court rule. Connor brought this up. They affirmed that discrimination against someone because they're LGBTQ is sex discrimination. Oh, he was directing. Oh, so Trump withdrew an executive order basically saying you can discriminate based on sexual identity in the government.
This is really
but
what.
Drago says this is fine. It's no big deal.
No.
Now that all LGBTQ people can be discriminated against in any federal government job. It's no big deal, folks. Don't worry. Maybe you've been fired or now you can't pursue the career you've dreamed of, but Alex Dragowich has said it's NBD.
I mean, the company line for a lot of right-wing people now is like, I don't care if you're black, white, purple, brown, gay, straight, but it's like clearly you do.
Well, yeah, of course. Their
I don't care if
entire
you're black,
platform is
white,
based
gay,
on
straight,
bigotry.
as long as you don't take my money. It's like, well, this is like just clearly like not. This has nothing to do with taxes.
Huh? Yeah, you're right.
You know?
Huh?
Listen, I draw a line at some points. I mean, you know,
Drago draws the line at some of the most blatant discrimination in human history.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say nothing, but we shouldn't be throwing them Jews into the oven. I
Trans,
didn't want to say nothing.
not letting trans people in the military is like, oh, you're just you're not letting someone die.
Well, it's
That's
just
kinda
the new
cool.
black. 50 years ago, Trump would have said no black people in the military. It's just the new word. They just want to discriminate against some group, and they can't say black people, so it has to be transgender or gay now. It's the same thing.
This is interesting. It's odd.
This is interesting.
We do. Wait, we're at 55 now, Connor?
Yeah, we're
Yeah, just about 55.
Yeah, Drago, what, you want to end it? We're having a good time. Might as well end it.
Oh, you're having a great time.
I
can
like
tell,
this.
too.
I think this is good. It's good to talk about the world we live in. This is the world that's affecting.
We'll talk.
Political.
We'll talk,
not political
and then you go. I can't talk about this anymore.
Well, I
can't
mean,
talk about this anymore."
we changed. This is a different subject than before. I didn't want to talk about the Elon Musk thing anymore.
Why don't we can get back to this stuff in the Patreon, but why don't we do a question from one
Okay,
of
let's
our
do
loyal
one
Patreon
question
members?
from the loyal patrons. Of course, folks, you can join the Patreon, $3, $5, and $10 tiers, extra episodes. You can ask questions also. Free tickets to shows. I saw Drago denied free tickets to someone in one of the
not.
Patreon.
I got
messages.
him. I got
Did you
him.
get him in?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It seemed like I give people, even multiple times a year, I really don't care. Fuck these comedy clubs. If you're in a Patreon, I'll always give you free tickets.
Same.
No
If-
questions asked.
if it's-
Drago sometimes makes you jump through some hoops.
If it's not my show, I have to ask.
Oh my god.
This is from Chris Coos. Chris Coos.
Tough 4-letter word for
Yeah.
Alex.
I'm a touring musician currently on the road. Do you guys have any money saving tips for while you're traveling? Don't pay your opener. Big time tip.
Yes.
Help your opener, and then you're fine.
I guess I don't know if you're driving, Chris, or not. Take the train or the bus if you can. I think it's the best way to travel. Took the Amtrak this weekend. Truly an amazing ride. There's no customs. You're on the train in 30 seconds. You can bring as much as you want. Bring all the food you want. Spacious. You can relax. The train is unbelievable.
You can also, man, if you act like you own the place, a lot of hotels you can get the continental breakfast and kind of just walk in.
Oh yeah,
and-
you could walk into hotels and get free food very easily. That would not be difficult at all.
Yeah,
just walk in at 8:30 a.m. get a free meal. Also, look up the app Hotel Tonight, a great app that gives you like discounted hotel rooms like day of, because the hotels want to sell all their rooms, so they'll take 30% off if you get it the day you're staying there. I do it. I've done it hundreds of times. I've told Drago about it many times. He's acting like he's never heard of it.
I always
now.
get like this. I always get it ahead of time, but you just wait till the day.
I
of.
done it. I almost never buy hotels in advance. It works every single time.
Hotel Tonight.
You get at least 20% off if you do it like after noon on the day you're staying there. Unless it's like a Friday or a Saturday, then it can get a little dicey. Otherwise, it's fine.
Yeah, as a touring musician, I also wonder, like, a lot of these venues, like, comedy clubs, they'll give you shitty food. So that's
Always get the free food, no matter what it is.
Yeah, you got to take
Always
whatever you can.
get all the free drinks.
Unless
milk
it's,
them
unless
for
it's in
all.
Albany and you get food poisoning. That can happen.
I think you're just weak. I don't blame Albany. I
I
blame
fully
your
blame
weak
Albany.
constitution. Yeah.
Do you guys have any money saving tips?
Well,
and also
don't eat out. Also, buy groceries. Make your own food in the hotel.
Also,
save money.
Amtrak. If you're doing that, like the bus system and the trains, the further out you book it, the cheaper it is. So don't get your train or bus like 2 weeks ahead of time. Literally, if you have a gig 3 months from now, book not the hotel, but like the bus or the train now. It'll be 10 times cheaper, 5 times cheaper.
Yeah.
Can I add something about Amtrak as well?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I love a
Rewards
train
program.
fact.
Rewards program. It's
Oh,
free.
yeah.
You get points for the miles, and then you can get free rides.
Yep, they do have a good rewards program. Hotels Tonight has a good rewards. I get like a free hotel every like twice a year probably.
There we go.
That's not bad. So
Chris
that's-
Coos
Chris Coos, good luck. We wish we were musicians.
every day.
Drago, do you even play anymore?
Not really.
You fucking pig.
I'm kind of done.
He gave up art for Asians. He gave
Yeah.
up guitar for a Korean lady.
Mm-hmm.
But you bring a girl back. I bet you still play though.
No,
Oh, thank God. Is your guitar displayed in your room at all?
2 of them.
On the wall?
Mhm.
You don't play them? God, I hope that bores a hole in your soul.
I just don't have time anymore. I
Oh
don't have time
my
anymore.
God. It's my favorite part of the day, playing guitar.
It is great, but
You didn't play in Madison?
Alex set me up, and I did play. It was really nice.
Oh, that's interesting.
he's-
We did that when I was in town. We had all the stuff set up, and you just had to go back to the hotel. We
sick.
had a drum set. We had a piano. Some of the nicest guitars I've ever seen set up.
Alex set me up with and he put this tone on it, like he hit on the.
Yeah, he has some pedals that are amazing.
And I got very sentimental and almost cried because I hadn't played in so long, and I started getting like really. I also had a couple screwdrivers, so that'll get me.
Oh, that's your drink now? Yeah, I saw you become a screwdriver guy.
I'm back.
Oh, I mean, getting like 3 drinks in, getting high, playing guitar with some friends. There's nothing better than that.
Super fun.
Something that Drago gave up though to create content. Unfortunately,
POV, your roommate thinks he's
POV,
Black.
your roommate doesn't think Trump's a big deal. POV, your roommate says not to worry about the screams from the Colombian refugees outside.
POV, there's an 8-year-old kid at your door. That'd be a great sequel to Big Daddy 2.
Adam Sandler has to take care of a Haitian refugee. My mommy was deported by Trump. Okay, I'll take care of you.
Okay.
We're gonna be good friends, kid. That could be good. Okay. Big Daddy.
Yeah, Big
I'm
Daddy 2.
I can't think of what dad is in
Lost
Spanish
in
right now.
Bushwick.
Lost in Bushwick. Senor Mejor. Big Mister. That doesn't really make that much sense, but whatever.
Hey.
We gotta plug, folks. This has been the end. Drago, where are you going? Where people can see you?
Guys, Lexington, Kentucky,
Mhm.
Delaware with Osmus, Minneapolis, Appleton with Osmus, Pittsburgh, Columbus, Boston, and then maybe Austin with Asmus. So
You're not. I thought we locked that in already. I guess maybe he's not. I thought he was in already.
What's the date?
Oh my God, we can't do this on the pod, but
Okay.
we'll lock it in later.
Okay.
Okay, folks, upcoming, I'm going to be in. This is next week. We got Washington, D.C. next week. I'm not flying in. I'm taking the train. Don't trust the airport there. Those shows in D.C. are almost sold out. Please buy tickets. And then we got, what's the next? Oh, yeah, Virginia Beach. Going to fire my agent for that one. And Raleigh, Richmond, and then Delaware. Wilmington, Delaware. Checking off one of the last 4 states I haven't performed in with yours truly, Alex Dragovich.
One of the greats.
Yeah, we're going to see what all the fuss of Joe Biden's home state is all about.
Yes.
This has been episode 167. Is that 157? Is that what you said, Connor?
157.
157. We are 77 episodes, N-word free. 77.
Wow.
In over a year. I don't even remember how to say it anymore. It's just so long. I don't even know how to work on my tongue anymore. I think I've been cured of racism.
Same.
It's been so long.
Same kind
But Trump, there may come a day where Trump forces us to say it, folks. And just know that we didn't want to, but we want to stay living.
Yes.
We want to stay alive in America.
Love to
So
live.
we might have to do that. You
Yeah.
guys, thanks for listening. We're going to the Patreon now. Join it. Ta-ta. Bye.
Boom. Good night and good luck.
Good night and good luck. Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.